Hello everyone! Today we are going to ride in my motorcycle to snowbank. Who with me? Let's go!
Today is February 12th. It's 0 C outside and I decided to start my motorcycle and take a short ride near my house. I've been missing it. And while I'm riding, let me tell you a little about winter life in Siberia. Specifically how I live and how people live in my city Bratsk. Winter here usually starts in early November and lasts until mid-April. For us, winter really means when there's snow on the ground, and the snow usually stays until April. In spring it slowly begins to melt and temperatures rise, but the white landscape sticks around for a long time. Sometimes temperatures drop to -40 degrees. This year the coldest I personally saw was -38 degrees. That doesn't happen every year. Sometimes the lowest is around -33. When it gets that cold, kids don't go to school, but that doesn't mean they stay home. Children still go outside to play. Cold weather doesn't really stop them. Also in winter children go to the ice rink, downhill skiing and snowboarding, cross-country skiing. Car owners take winter seriously. In extreme cold many people cover their cars with special insulated blankets to keep the engine warm. I personally use an automatic engine preheater. When the engine temperature drops to -20, the car starts itself. That's usually enough to make sure it will start in any cold. On very cold nights it might start 2 or 3 times. If I don't absolutely need to drive in -30 or colder, I don't. Extreme cold is hard on the engine and suspension. One good thing about our city is that roads aren't heavily traced with chemical de-ices, so cars don't get dirty as quickly. I last washed mine in October, and now it's February. But if the temperature stays around freezing for several days, of course the car gets messy. To avoid freezing, people dress very warmly, especially those who don't drive. Winter also makes traditional Russian saunas, called banya, even more popular than in summer. There is nothing better than sitting in a hot steam room, running outside, jumping into a snowbank, and then going back inside. It sounds crazy, but it feels amazing. We also have long New Year holidays, about 2 weeks, from the end of December until around January 10-12. The main holiday of the year of us is New Year's, not Christmas, like in the United States. Christmas exists, but it's not celebrated as widely. We also have something called Old New Year. It's hard for foreign to understand, but every Russian knows what is it. People don't celebrate it much, but it's there. In winter, daylight is very short. At 9 AM it's still dim, and by 5 PM it's already dark. We drink a lot of hot tea, especially with lemon. When you come home from the freezing cold into a warm apartment, all you want is a cup of tea. And yes, sometimes kids lick metal swing in winter and get their tongues stuck to them. Then someone has to pour warm water to free them. So everyone knows never leak metal in winter. We also get an extra giant refrigerator, the balcony. People store big pieces of meat and anything that doesn't fit in their freezer outside. For us, -10 feels warm in winter. -20 is normal. Anything below -30 is seriously cold. Errand dogs sometimes refuse to leave the building in trains when it's -80. They feel it too. But when it's normal winter weather, dogs love rolling around in the snow just like people. Most apartments are warm regardless of how cold it is outside. Unless it's a very old building, people don't freeze indoor. In houses, heating is usually electric or wood-based. Those wood heating is slowly becoming a thing of the past. Russian winter doesn't ask if you are ready for it. But once you learn how to live in it, it becomes something beautiful. I will end my story here, but you can continue to enjoy the beauty of the Russian winter on my motorcycle. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel and leave comments.